What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? I just snorted. How did we just start talking about periods? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let's have a real confession, honest, truthful, no judgment zone. This is a no judgment zone. Hey guys, welcome to Carly Styles videos. You guys, if you are new to the channel, hi, I'm Carly Styles. Thanks for being here on my SchmooTube channel. So usually the goal is uploads of Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. And when you get anything from fitness to health to beauty to life to just hanging out and just being friends, I don't know. Anyway, so if you're new, if you're not new, welcome to the channel. My dog Amigo is being so loud. So today, you guys, we're actually just gonna film a really quick and fun Q&A. Somebody was like really nailing it when it was coming to questions. I was like, oh geez, these are making me sweat. Whew. So let's start with, okay, so this comes from @Kiona. She asks, what's your favorite childhood memory with your brothers? I mean, honestly, the one that stands out when I really think about all of our memories, obviously all just like, we used to play together all the time. You know, Shay was always the ringleader and Casey was quickly falling behind, and then I was like the tag along little sister that was like, I can do it, I can play with you guys. My mom and dad, of course, was like, you play with your sister. So I think it's different than it is now. Like, kids love being inside, they want to be on the computer and that freaking YouTube and their gamer devices. Like, I literally sound like a grandma when I'm saying that, but honestly, I remember just like being outside when I was a kid. I wanted to play outside, and those are some of the best memories that I have of like Shay, Casey, and I just being outside. But like the one that stands out, Shay made a rollerblading video, which is so ironic, because that's what he does now, is he makes videos. But he wanted us to be like in the rollerblading video, and I was like the girl with the rollerblades, and I was like probably 7 or 8 trying to rollerblade in my brother's video. So his rollerblades didn't fit, Casey fell, ended up like mooning the camera. I pretend like I was an ambulance, but like that memory just sticks out to me because it was just like we were having fun and laughing and making memories, and it was just a good day. So yeah, going back to my family, we just like love making videos. @Marissa May asks, if you could only wear one makeup product for the rest of your life, what would it be? Hands down, it would have to be like mascara or lash extensions, just because you feel so like there's so much, I don't know, I'm an eye looker. I like looking in the eyes. It's like all about the eyes, right? And I feel like the better your lashes are, the less eye makeup you have to wear. You know, if you have really great lashes, there's no need for like eyeshadow and liner and all that. Like, that adds and benefits, but honestly, good lashes. So I'd have to say mascara. And my favorite mascara is Lancome Definisil's in the darkest of blacks that you can get. If you guys haven't started watching my live Facebook Hangouts, we're doing every Monday, #Makeup Monday. So go over there and watch out my Facebook if you guys haven't. I'll leave the link down below. Ours the Life asks, if given one wish, what would it be? No wishing for more wishes or more genies. I would wish that I was pregnant. @SWhite56592 asks, did you drink in high school? I'm going to be a sophomore and everyone drinks and I am often pressured into it but never do. Okay, let's have a real confession, honest, truthful, no judgment zone. This is a no judgment zone moment. No, I never drank in high school, and I was never around anybody who drank in high school, honestly. Like, I had a group of friends who we were all just raised with similar values and beliefs and lifestyles. So none of us drank, none of us went to parties. I think I was around a couple of drunk people, and I remember thinking like, are they been drinking beer? Like, that's what I thought. I honestly had a very naive sense of growing up, and I don't think that that was the worst thing, because I was never around alcohol. My friends never had it at their parties. I remember at a party that I had at my house, somebody brought alcohol. My mom like confiscated it, and she didn't make it a big deal. She was like pretty cool, like she was like the cool mom. But honestly, I feel like in high school you're so incredibly young, and I know you don't feel like that. And even thinking back to when I was in high school, I didn't feel young, but you have so much more ahead of you and you have so much more to learn. And honestly, my suggestion would be, don't do it. You want to remember those nights, and you want to remember the choices that you make, and you're gonna make enough dumb ones whether you involve alcohol or not. So my honest suggestion would be, don't do it. Don't drink, don't feel pressure to do it. If your friends are doing it, maybe be the driver, but I would also say like eliminate yourself from that situation, just because usually alcohol doesn't bring out the best in people, and if you're maybe the only sober one at the party, something could go down. Maybe the cops show up and you're just guilty by being there, or somebody gets in a wreck and you're in the vehicle. Like, there's just so many awful, terrible things that can come from alcohol when you're so young. So just don't do it. Don't feel pressured. Try to find people who don't drink, or maybe just hang out with your family. That's not the worst thing. There were a lot of nights in high school where I was home by 10 o'clock and hung out with my family because my friends were going to do things that I wasn't allowed to do, and I'm okay with that. It made me closer to my parents, and it made me super grateful for the family that I had. Or read, study your books, because high school is gonna go like this and it's gonna be done and you're never gonna get it back. And so prepare yourself for college, get ready for the future. Off my mom's soapbox. So at Lusky, at Wonderful Eyes asks, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? I just snorted. I was trying to think about that, and I don't get super embarrassed easily. And like in high school, there was like this one time I forgot to shave my armpits at a game, and I was cheerleading, and I like, oh, my hair was so long, and I had to ask like the opposing cheerleaders for razor. I mean, like things like that, or like I had a rip in my like my briefs, my cheer briefs, like on my butt, so you could have seen my butt cheeks. But like, I feel like the only real true embarrassing things where I'm like, I just hope no one sees me, are like girl stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's that time of the month and like you leak or something gross and you just are out and you can't control it, and you just like have to get up and you have no idea if there's anything on your butt or not, and you're just like, please. So I've had a couple of those moments, but really I don't get embarrassed. And honestly, if you think about it, that happens to every girl. Any girl that sees you isn't gonna judge you. She's gonna be like, oh, I know how she feels. If I saw you, I would come and help you. How did we just start talking about periods? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Leah XOXO Turner asks, who do you look up to the most? Who's given you the most courage and confidence throughout your life? Honestly, this is super cliche, I don't even care, but it's so true. It's my mom, my mother. She, I think that the greatest thing about my mom is she instilled things in me that she kind of wished that she had for herself, or maybe that she wished she would have done better, which all moms do want to do that. So from the best and the worst things of my mom, which I'm not saying there's worse things, but I've taken a lot from her, and it's really molded and shaped me into the woman that I am. Still to this day, if something goes terribly, awfully wrong, you know, I love turning to my husband, of course, and he's there for me. But there's just something about having your mom, just she always has your back no matter what. And my mom always told me, you know, like, you walk into that room and you hold your head high and you be proud of who you are. And she really, really like helped me to feel that in high school. And I think that that's really where I got my confidence from. Not that I'm the most confident person, but it definitely helped me. So I would say my mother. Julia Rollins 57 asks, do you think that Cooper would react if you had a baby? Does he have any worries about it? He desperately wants a brother or a sister, and we're actually going to start a new journey on the Carly Styles channel called TTC Trying to Conceive, because we have had some things happen that we want to talk to you guys about, and I've just been waiting till I feel comfortable about it, until I feel like I have all the answers so I can move forward in a helpful manner rather than a here's my drama manner. There was a moment where we thought we were pregnant, and Cooper was so excited. When he found out we weren't, he actually cried. It broke my heart into a million pieces. I can't even talk about it or I'll start crying again. But he's anxious. He's really, really anxious. And I think a lot of people in the comments are like, oh, Carly, just enjoy your child. You already have one. Be grateful you have that. But I think a lot of you don't, who say that, I know your intentions aren't trying to hurt my feelings or to take away the desires that I do have to have more children. I think you just forget the aspect of having a brother or a sister. You know, Cooper's been the only kid for a long time, and he loves being around his cousins. Like, he loves that family bonding time, and he loves having like Gage over, or Gavin, or Brock, or Dax, because he loves being a bigger brother. That's another element that he gets to experience. And so I know he's really anxious for that. And so like when I say, yeah, I want more kids, it's because it's so encompassing and more than just my desires and my wants. I see it in my husband. He's ready to be a full-on father and experience all of that for the first time. And I know Cooper's ready to be a brother. He calls it a brother or a sister, but I'm like, you're a brother no matter what, if you get a boy or girl. Anyway, so we could say if you're a brother or a sister, he's ready to experience that. And so I know he's anxious. One time he did say, are you gonna love this baby more than me? And that was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't been making you feel like this is the only thing that matters. And so we sat down and we had a really long talk, and I think that he was really grateful for that. And I just helped him to understand that, you know, my love for my son is never going to diminish because I have more children, or if I do get that opportunity, it's only going to double in the way that I love him, because I get to love him for being my son and a brother and or a sister. And seeing him, you know, interact with Dax and Winston, my nephews and my nieces, it's the sweetest thing in the world, and it just grows my love for him, actually. And so when I told him that, he was like, oh, I never thought of it like that, Mom. So that was a really cool kind of like bonding moment that him and I had. Okay, longest Q&A ever, but you guys know that I love to chat and I get really long-winded with the answers. There were so many good questions. I wish I could get to them all. I feel like if you guys would be willing to watch an hour-long vlog, I would totally do it. But that's just like a lot, and it's a lot of Carly talking and a lot of hand motions because I get excited. Anyways, I'm super grateful that you guys entered questions and you asked them and that you are willing to chit-chat with me. If you guys want to keep the conversation going, I'm going to be hanging out down in the comments below. Maybe I didn't get to your questions, so I'll get to you down there. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being patient while I get through my words, because we all know I can struggle with them. I'm just so excited. Anyways, I love you. Thanks for watching, and we will see you Friday for the Friday video. Okay, bye guys.
I've tried, written down the words to say. It is time.